Hey guys, and welcome back to Brexit England, Northern Ireland, and Eastern Europe. And in Brexit England, we still have the fallout from the budget, where the rich are saying, "Well, hey," because some of them got an extra 200k. Whereas the working classes and the poor and even the middle classes are saying, "What the hell was all that about it?" Because these people, although the thing about children was nursery places is a good is good. Whatever they can do to help is better than nothing, I suppose. But the real problem in this country is housing. That's the real problem. The cost of housing. And if they had any sense at all, that's where they'd be tackling this shit from. Because I work a couple of hours in the night, yeah, and do you know amount of people I see, yeah, sleeping in vehicles, like workmen. It's mainly men that I see sleeping in vehicles, in their vans or in cars. But it's just got to a stage where I'm saying this is kind of horrendous to see all of these people sleeping in vehicles because you know what, they can't afford housing. So that's where the budget should have been hitting, because I mean if it was me, I would say, listen, I'm going to cap rents. I'm going to cap rents on, like, you just on, I'm not talking about luxury properties. You can't cap rents on someone wants to rent a luxury property, let them go ahead and rent a luxury property. But that's where I'd go. I'd got to start with the capping of rents, right? And to try and get a lot of these foreign investors out of our housing market, because these people are taking our housing market as an investment, and they've been doing it for years now. It's been going on for the longest of time, where you might have people from Singapore who just say, you know what, yeah, those flats that you're building in Elephant and Castle, right, that start at £450,000 each, that the locals have no chance of buying a flat, right, in Elephant and Castle for 450 grand for a one bed flat. But they're all sold straight to a conglomerate from Singapore or from China or from Japan. That's what happens all the time, right? And all that does, it just pushes up our house prices higher and higher and higher. When people are earning 26, 27, 30 grand, right, you can't expect them to buy a house for 300 grand. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And if they had any sense, because these people, they know what's going on. I mean, they've got to have much more sense. If I can see it, all right, and I didn't go to university, if I can see it, they can see it. They can see exactly what's going on. They know to themselves, you know what? They are earning so much money. They're earning, politicians earn probably 7, 8 grand a month, right? And obviously, if you're in the cabinet, then you're probably 11, maybe 12 grand a month, right? So they're earning a lot of money. They earn enough money. So they must realize, right, that someone who's, a couple who are both working on the minimum wage, for example, that will probably mean they're taking in less than £4,000 a month into their household. Right? They know that person's life is fucked. They know that because they're not stupid. But do they care? This is why I always try and tell people, I think that the government hates you. And welcome back to By Any Means Necessary. Thank you so much for all your messages sent me. A special thanks to everybody who signed up to my channel. I feel so blessed with so much people that signed up, so thank you so much for that. I'll go through all your messages. I'll answer as many as I can, but I will like all your messages for definite. And we have to say happy St. Patrick's Day to all of our Irish viewers, of course. I would say top of the morning to you, and I am wearing green. Okay? You don't have to search high and low to find something green. But next year, it's not going to catch my eye. I'm going to make sure I've got a green hat. And make sure I'm dressed in full green from top to toe, right, on St. Patrick's Day, right, because that's what it should be. Right? And I'm going to certainly have a few sips of Guinness, even though my ass is teetotal, really. Sort of. Anyway, let's go over to America. Tucker Carlson has been given some unseen footage from January the 6th, right? And he's spun it, so it makes it look like as if to say the whole event was quite calm and a non-violent event, because he's showing pictures of people like, like the what's his name, the Shah, that guy they call the Shaman, the QAnon Shaman or whatever. What's his name? Jacob Chansley, right? Showing pictures of him where he's walking around peacefully. So you know something, yeah? If someone was accused of killing their whole family, right, and then their defense in court was, well, Your Honor, if you look at these videos where me and my family, look at us here, we're in Florida, we're on holiday, look at us here, Disney World, look at us, right? We're at Thorpe Park, look at us going on a little boating holiday here, Your Honor. Look at us here in the cinema, all having a nice laugh. I wasn't murdering them in these videos, was I? I think the whole court would be like, is this fool serious? But that's what, and the Proud Boys, a couple of the Proud Boys coming up and saying, well, if we look at what Tucker Carlson said, clearly, right, it was a peaceful rally, clearly. I say, yeah, okay, but it was peaceful up until the parts where you was beating police officers. That's what was peaceful up till then. Taylor Swift has dropped 4 brand new tunes overnight. This girl is really amazing. 4 brand new tunes. Bam! Taylor Swift. Whew. I have to listen to some of them later and see what's going on, but I think they're on download at the moment. So I'm not sure if you're able to listen to them yet. Might be able to. NHS workers seem to have come to an agreement with the government over there, because I think the government's now offered them 5% all this time. They're giving them, I think they're going to give them one-off payment, and they got 5%. So seriously, all this time, and 5%, because it started at 19%, I think. At 5%, you could have done that from, and stopped all the disruptive behaviour from months ago. You could have done that. It's just completely ridiculous. I don't really know on the budget. On budget day, right? Do you know how many strikes there was on budget day? A lot of but you know what? They've moved the strikes off the front pages because they've worked out. You know what? These, us trying to get at these union barons, as they like to put it, or as they put it the other way, hard-working people. They're good. They're seriously. These politicians are really good. Come on with those. Union barons. Therefore, but we're here for hard-working people. I say, which is it? Do you hate them? Oh no, they hate you. And we have the passport office will go on strike for 5 weeks. Now that's one that they can really start having to go at, because people are going to be, I'm not sure whether or not people are going to be on the passport worker strike side, because a lot of them have been working from home and the whole system's fucked as it is at the moment anyway. So I'm not sure if people are going to be on their side. And Plymouth Council, I heard this story overnight. Plymouth Council went out in the middle of the night like a bunch of damn thieves, right, and cut down 100 trees, even though people said we don't want the trees cutting down. Can you get, the pothole that you've got at the end of your road that's been there for months and the council won't come and fix it, but they could get all the infrastructure in place to get 100 trees cut down. They was going to cut down more, but someone went and got an injunction late in the night. Seriously, some of these councils, you can't get a fucking pothole. I've had to have the alloys fixed on my car so much times. You can't get a pothole fixed, but these people have got, when they want to cut down trees, right? Because obviously they're probably cutting down the trees so they can bring a ULEZ in. So, well, it's very polluted around here now. All the trees have gone. Next week, a report will say that the Metropolitan Police are racist, sexist, corrupt, and homophobic. Yeah, we know all that. And we really need someone big that can sort that shit out for us. Don't we? That's what we need. Someone massive in the scene that could sort that shit out for us. And Dominic Raab has been accused of corrosive behaviour. Dominic Raab happens to be the Justice Secretary. He should be the man who's there to sort out the police. But he's been accused of bullying allegations of several different members of staff, several different civil servants, right, making them cry, making the result to tears. Dominic Raab has always been a bully in all these times. And should trophy hunters be able to bring back their dirty, stinking trophies what they went and murdered these majestic animals in their own setting, should they be able to bring back their corpses back to the UK? I say no. I said I should be able to have this face while watching a trophy hunter being ripped to pieces by a lion, because I hate you if you do that. If you're a trophy hunter, I hate you with passion. MPs will vote on Rishi Sunak's Brexit deal next week, and they'll probably vote it through because, you know, Labour did vote for the original deal. And I said that Keir Starmer should have just said, you know what, no, just let you run with it. You've got enough votes to get it through, so just we're all going to abstain. And you just, because now they could just fight back in Labour's face. Like you see the other day in Prime Minister's questions, it was just thrown back in Rishi Sunak's face about the Gary Lineker thing, because in Keir Starmer's face about the Gary Lineker thing, because he said, well, you know, Yvette Cooper, basically, he said Yvette Cooper said, you know, condemned Gary Lineker for what he said. So that's what they'll do. Do you know what I mean? So now they've always got the Brexit. They could just fight back in Keir Starmer's face, you know, which was just a madness for Keir Starmer to vote for it. The UK's infrastructure bank is set to give a fraction of pre-Brexit support to all those, you know, those farms and all those small towns where they used to get support from the EU, and now they get nothing. Well, no, they get a fraction. So they'll be like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to give you what they used to give you. We'll give you 15 pence in the pound. But they voted for it. And why? Because they're a bunch of stupid racists. And now they're getting their comeuppance. And when you get your comeuppance, it's never a good thing. A Brexit change law gives no access to UK river pollution data. See? That's why they wanted to do Brexit. So they make sure that now when you just swim through the shit, you don't already know it's there. You just go swimming, and next thing, a big pile of poo ends up in your mouth. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to wrap this up because I've gone like 1 or 2 minutes over here. I didn't really want to do that, especially on St. Patrick's Day. But I say to all my Irish people, Sam, top of the morning to you. Anyway, guys, this, my friends, is By Any Means Necessary. I'm DMC John Ribs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Comments below.